Apple drops a new iPhone every single year, and every single year people say the exact same thing. This is finally the one to buy. Yeah? Is it though? Today we're going through every iPhone Pro model from the very first one all the way to the newest, and we're putting each one into my tier list. So, here's the list. Still completely empty for now. We're gonna go through these in release order, oldest to newest, but just so you know, where phone lands on this board has literally nothing to do with when it came out. So, alright, let's start where this whole Pro thing began. 2017, the iPhone X. This thing got rid of the home button completely and brought in Face ID instead, which honestly was a pretty big deal at the time. And yeah, people kind of hated the notch at first, like there were entire memes about it, but give it like 2 years and almost every single Android phone had the notch too. So, kind of funny how that worked out. This one, legend here, easily. 2018, the XS. And look, it's not like this phone was bad, it just didn't really do much. Better glass, a bit more storage, slightly better water resistance, sure, but you already had an X. This thing looked literally identical. Like side by side, good luck telling them apart. Not gonna lie, this one going into bad tier. Sorry, XS. 2019, the 11 Pro. There's the real Pro model start. And okay, everybody cloned this phone when it dropped. Triple camera bump, people were calling it the stove or spider eyes. All of that. But give it like 6 months and suddenly night mode is changing people's whole photography game. The ultrawide lens is actually really fun to use, and the battery life was finally kinda respectable. So yeah, it was a rough start, but this one enters its spot in good tier. 2020, the 12 Pro release. This one looked genuinely amazing. They brought back those flat edges, kinda like the old iPhone 4. Super clean design, but then you'd actually use it, and yeah, still no 120 Hz display, which is kind of weird because Android phones already had that for years at this point. So it's a good phone, just not a great one. Okay tier, that feels fair. 2021, the 13 Pro, and this is where Apple basically fixed everything people were complaining about. 120Hz finally showed up, the battery life got genuinely impressive, and the A15 chip was so powerful it honestly felt like kinda overkill for a phone. Like this thing just does not miss. God tier, no debate. 2022, the 14 Pro. So this one's kind of interesting because the dynamic island looked pretty weird at the time when it came out. Like a black pill just sitting at the top of the screen. But somehow Apple made it work, and now it's basically one of the most copied designs ideas in tech. Add in the 48 megapixel camera and always on display, and yeah, this phone aged really well. We're going to put it in legend here. 2023, the 15 Pro. USB-C finally showed up on an iPhone, which thanks to you, I guess. That probably wouldn't have happened otherwise. Titanium made the whole thing like that too, which was pretty nice at the time. But not gonna lie, some of these units ran pretty hot right off the box, like uncomfortably hot. Software updates fixed most of it eventually, but yeah, rough first impression still lands in good tier though. And my first ever iPhone I used was actually the 15 Pro. It was a great iPhone when I used it, and yeah. Now 2024, the 16 Pro. Honestly, there's no big redesign here, and it's just this camera button. But we're going to put it in good tier. This is the phone I actually currently use, and it really looks really good. Nice design, and that's it. Now 2025, the 17 Pro. Honestly, it's one of the best iPhones ever. Better camera, brighter screens, smarter features running in the background. The 17 Pro Max specifically might genuinely be the most complete iPhone Apple has ever made. Not the flashiest phone on paper, just the one where there's almost nothing left to complain about. God tier, easily. So here's the complete list. Bad tier iPhone XS, okay tier 12 Pro, Good tier 11 Pro and 15 Pro and 16 Pro, Legend tier the X and the 14 Pro, and Gold tier the 13 Pro and 17 Pro. And this is my ranking. Do you agree, or did I get one of these completely wrong? Let me know down in the comments. And if you're kinda new here, subscribe for more videos like this one.